Day 7 of the Chief Minister's response to the Principal Auditor's report, and he said it was only right government should spend the same amount of time dealing with one particular ex-gratia payment as the Principal Auditor did. In his 2018 to 2019 report, Tony Sacramento looked into a £260,000 settlement with a Gibraltar Development Corporation officer. GDC understands the officer to be Joelle Baglietto. In today's address, the Chief Minister said the level of analysis on this particular case, and not others, was peculiar.
One would be free almost, Madam Speaker, to speculate that there was something of the witch hunt about the approach, just based on the length and concentration on the officer in the report. But honourable members opposite might like to note that the government's view is that this is not just something of a witch hunt. This is a witch hunt. An absolute witch hunt. Undeniably a witch hunt.
He set out to demonstrate the settlement agreed with Ms. Baglietto was proper. Mr. Picardo claimed the government saved around half the sum that could have been ordered in liability against the taxpayer if the matter had progressed further. He described the lack of response time provided by the Principal Auditor to some of his letters as unfair and improper audit practice. He said Tony Sacramento's highlighting of Ms. Baglietto's political activism in the report was not within the auditor's powers. Fabian Picardo said he was defending an underlying democratic principle, the right to political belief.
Where in the constitutional power in Section 74 or in the legal power in the Public Finance Control and Audit Act is there the right, the power, the jurisdiction for the Principal Auditor to ask about, let alone report on, the compliance by one officer in the whole of the public service with the political activity provisions in general orders? There is no such power. There is no such jurisdiction. This is all ultra vires. And if there is such a power, why has it never been used since 1969? Why is there no report that deals with these issues before? At the time of the general strike, when so many public servants were politically active. In 88, in the big change of government. In 96, in the big change of government. Why? No other report goes there. Because no other Principal Auditor has thought that he had the God-given power to do this. Because it must be God-given, because there's no constitutional power. There's no power from the Crown in the Constitution. The Queen didn't give him the power. And this Parliament has not given him the power in the laws made in this Parliament.
Mr. Picardo said this officer was singled out for political activism by the auditor, while others have not been. He called this unconstitutional, illegal, discriminatory, party political, and lacking any semblance of impartiality.